The public is advised that members of the Hampstead Town Council may be present and in attendance at this meeting. All persons are reminded that this session is being recorded on tape as required by law for the preservation of records and are asked when providing comment to give their name and address. All persons in attendance are also requested to print their name, address, and affiliation on the sign-in sheet in the back of the room. I believe we need a roll call.
Commission member Sharon Callahan is absent. Lou Conyer is absent. Charlie Obermeyer,
Present.
Deborah Painter,
Present.
and Barb Yeager.
Here.
Okay, the first thing on the agenda is we need a minutes approval from the last meeting on November 15th, 2023.
So moved. Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Next up is zoning administrator update.
Okay. Really don't have anything this month. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. The only thing really to let you guys know about, and of course you probably do, is the annual decorating contest on Main Street, Candy Cane Lane on Main. We had more participation this year than we've ever had in the past. We had 9 residents and 7 businesses sign up. People really seem to enjoy this. We posted pictures on Facebook, and the 2 residential and the 2 businesses that have got the most likes with gift cards, they will get gift cards to local businesses. It's getting bigger every year. This year the leaders are approaching 500 likes each, and the page has been seen by close to 20,000 different people. So that's pretty cool.
When does that end?
That ends Friday morning, and the winners will be announced at 10 a.m. So that's all I got, and hope everybody has a Happy New Year.
Great, thank you. Next up is the approval of signage for Spring Garden Elementary School at 700 Boxwood Drive.
I'm Wendy Leisure. I'm the principal at Spring Garden. Our PTA has raised a little over $25,000 because they're interested in more current communication with our parents. We would like to replace a sign that predates the school. It's 33 years old, does not have lights, and just has manually changed letters. And so we're looking to be able to keep current with the community, and due to our early school hours, we have a lot of parent drop-offs so that they would see current events as well as events within the community. So much of Roberts Field traffic goes by there. Stricker Signs is the signage company that we have accepted a bid from, and he can tell you more about the sign.
Well, I'm Ron Thomas, Strickler Sign Company. You have a drawing in front of you, I understand, of how the sign's going to look. So, in brief, the top part with Spring Garden Elementary School is a sign cabinet, static sign cabinet, LED lit, and so that'll stay the way you see it all the time. Below that, we just showed a graphic class of 2036, if you can believe it. That is the digital part. And all the dimensions are there. Sign's not very big. The total sign is 28 square feet. The digital is less than 17, about 16.63 square feet. So it auto dims at night. If you want to see the exact size and how they're going to program it, I have a demo running outside that shows the exact size. It auto dims at night. All the messages will do is change. There won't be any flashing, any blinking, any of that. So similar, it's the exact same technology, the exact same manufacturers, everything as we install at the fire department.
I was wondering that, yeah. And it's almost like you've been in front of us before and brought examples and talked to us, because I think you answered most of the questions you probably knew we were going to ask.
We're on a first name basis now, right, Jim?
We are.
So you said the top part is going to remain lit with the LED lighting?
Yeah, the Spring Garden Elementary,
Yeah.
that's a sign cabinet, so that'll stay the way it is, and it's internally lit with LEDs.
Okay. And the bottom part is the digital
that's the
where they
digital,
can
correct.
change, okay.
Yeah.
At night, the bottom part will just have whatever they have up there?
Yep, whatever
but
they
it'll
program.
Auto
correct.
dim?
Yeah, it'll auto dim, so it's a 16 millimeter, what we call a 16 millimeter. So they use nits to spend. It runs 10,000 nits during the day. Auto dims down to 100 at night. Yeah. So it runs like 10% of the. I'm sorry, around 750 at night. It runs about 10% of the power at night. So.
Well, and it's facing it's
Yeah.
not facing those homes, so it's facing
Right.
the roadside.
Most
so
ordinance now
that's-
require the auto dimming, yeah. So
Yeah.
it runs about 1,000 at night, so it's 10% of it, yeah. And it's not a very big sign. Like I said, it's like 28 square feet, and it's only 7 feet off the ground overall height. Yeah, so not very high, almost as tall as me.
You have it out that size outside?
I have the dimensions, so you can see the 3.8 by 5.6. Now, what we're showing you, that's the cabinet size. The actual active area, the part that lights up, is only 3.2 by 5.3. So it's 16.63 square feet, and that's what you'll see out there.
Okay. I just want to see it in reference to the fire department. If anybody else wants to take a look.
Jim, this is more a question for you, I think, because I know in the past with these electronic variable message signs, we've had discussions that they've been grandfathered in certain places, and then I'm looking at this and it says Hampstead Volunteer Fire Department. So I remember we made some adjustments to the town code.
Code
Maybe we
says
didn't.
public schools.
What
can have
about this? So this is not part of those.
No,
This is
has been-
allowed
this has
because of
been
its.
in there because
Okay.
it's basically it's a school, which is a government organization. So signs should be limited to public or private schools. If you look down there at number 3 under the notes I gave you, the design, dimensions, height, location, conditions, or operations of such signs shall be reviewed by the Planning and Zoning Commission and approved by the Town Council. That step has been passed over in the past, so basically what we're looking for tonight is just simply a recommendation to the Town Council to approve this at their next meeting.
Okay.
And then down below, just to give you some history, I went back and looked at when they approved the signs at the electronic variable message signs at Shallow Middle and Hampstead Elementary. And actually, Elizabeth went back and looked it up and found it. So when they approved them in 2014, there was a condition attached to the approval that the signs were turned off at night between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. And that may be something good that probably council will probably do that again. So.
Any other questions?
Anything else?
It's not a question, but I think this is great, because I was years ago on the PTA board, and we would have loved to have had something like this, because it is so hard communicating with everyone, but so many parents drive their kids to school now, or they're there for after school, so it's an extra little information thing. It's great.
Well, and as a parent of a class of, I don't know if it's 2037, she'll be in kindergarten next year at Spring Garden, so I'm a little biased when it comes to this, but I'm hoping that it'll help me remember that I have to do things for her
Are you
at the school.
recusing yourself?
Yes, but I am already booked and cannot be a part of the PTA. Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah, I know.
This cannot be approved, or it has to be recommended over to council?
Yeah, council has to approve it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we're looking for just basically is just a recommendation to approve it.
So do we need a formal motion to do that?
Yeah, yes, we
Yep.
need a motion for a recommendation of the approval of signage at Spring Garden Elementary School.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I guess I'm the only one that has to.
Or else you can
thank you.
take it away and I'll
Yeah.
see it when it's up.
If you want to take a look at it. before we
Actually, I'll
go.
see it at council, because you have to come back to council for the approval.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yes.
And,
So,
okay, so when is
January
that?
9th,
January 9th, at what time?
30.
7:30.
7:30? Okay. January 9th.
I'll send you an email,
Okay.
and I have your email. I'll send it you both an email. All righty, thank you.
Great, well, thank you. And I hope not to see you only in good terms next year for Nora back there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We will not be visiting the principal's office next year, right, Nora?
Tough parent.
Is that, that needs to be in the minutes, so I have it right now.
I don't even heard that.
Okay, next up is the approval of the zoning for certificate for Pivot Energy solar panel installation at 1400 Panther Drive.
And evidently, even though we were told someone would be here on behalf of Pivot Energy Development, I don't see anybody. You've gotten the application. You have the plans in front of you.
So if we have questions, are you the,
If I can answer them to your satisfaction, I will try. If not, it's a lot of solar panels. My major concern was, would anything be visible from the ground?
And I can't tell from the pictures.
And so it comes back that I was told verbally, and then in his description of work, all our solar modules will be installed on the rooftop and will not be visible from the ground level because the height of the building's parapet wall is taller than the solar modules. And if you actually look at page 2 of the large sheets, the blue is the actual solar panels and the frames holding them.
Okay.
And then basically the dotted line running above them is the parapet wall. So they're all actually below what you see from the ground is roof level.
and that wall goes all the way around?
That's what I'm being told. You will
Because
not see
there's
them
different
anywhere.
levels of the
Correct.
school. I've kind of found that hard to believe that you wouldn't be able to see it if you were over on the field side. Because that section of the school is much lower than the east side, isn't it?
Over in this area. Here's the the parking lot. So here's like the entrance.
This is where the farmer's market is over here.
Yeah, and I'm saying that the back side, like the tennis court
Yeah,
side.
yeah, so here.
Right.
I'm being told that you won't be able to see them. I cannot vouch for that. If you'd like, we can put this off till next month.
I have another question too. When we went through the whole thing about the school being taken out of commission, one of the things that they said was the cost with renovating the building. The building's, in such bad shape. And I distinctly remember a lot of talk about the roof. Has the roof been redone?
Not to my knowledge.
And they're gonna install solar
That's my
panels on a
question.
roof that was,
That is basically, that would be, I think that this Pivot Energy, who's going to be installing them, would do their due diligence.
okay.
So
But this has been around for a while, so hasn't that,
this is
Already.
this is brand new company that I started talking to about a month ago.
okay.
So yeah, no.
And we don't necessarily know that the roof is
Yeah.
not in good shape either,
Well, that's why I was
Right.
So,
wondering what,
I mean, since I was hoping they would be here, because one, they'd be able to answer some questions, and I know the sensitivity of anything that is being done to this building because of the discussions that have been had over the last couple of years. I think it would be better if we postponed for a month so that they could have someone here, and we could also allow for the full commission to be here in case they had any other additional questions.
No, I
to
think
make
that's a
this-
wise choice. I think that makes sense.
I agree too, because I had some questions about the electrical equipment on the ground. And those might be things that they might be better
Sure.
prepared
And
to
maybe-
answer.
Yeah, Jim, if there's a couple things that, we came up tonight that we could get back to that company and then they could maybe update these drawings or have a couple other, answers to us or
Yeah, I'm
some
not real
renderings or something
familiar
like
with
that.
Like when it says, when you talk about how many and it says 1.2 MWDC, what does that mean? Anybody?
That I can't answer.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
What happened to wasn't there another company that had expressed, no?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That one was basically someone we get calls all the time about people just inquiring about different things. And that basically was someone just basically, hey, can we do it? It was just, someone inquiring and not following up.
Okay, so clearly the owner of the building now probably is getting bids from companies to do this?
I think he's probably pretty far along with this because the owner of the company signed off on this. Panther Real Estate, Jonathan Arafeld, who is the owner of the property.
Yeah, because one of the questions I had too, Jim, was I know they're gonna put stuff on the ground, it looked like, and they kind of pointed that out, and I think that this third page is what they would, those equipment pads. But I just wanted to clarify where those would be, and then if there was an opportunity for us to maybe ask if there was, what that was gonna look like. I just don't want it to look like a power station out in front of the high
This
school.
was, you're
And,
hitting exactly my other concern.
And if they could put
No, and
some,
my concern can they screen it in?
exactly, that's what I was thinking, either by shrubs or
Going
fencing
right
or
over,
something like that. That
it's
would be-
basically, it's
Right by
right
the
here.
entrance.
That's what I was,
Beside the
that's what
entrance.
it looks like, and I think isn't there a playground right there right now?
No, that's in.
Oh, that's on the other side, yeah. Yeah, it's like right at the light, so everyone would see it, and I just don't want it to look like a
Yeah.
a power substation
And
out
the
there.
stuff they list looks like
Looks
it's
like the
not
power
gonna be
substation.
small.
No,
It's all
I mean,
in
the
the
sizes are
west.
here, but again, to keep knowing that the idea is to keep what the building is, the historical value of the building, I think that's something that's worth
And
bringing
it's
up to them.
substantial, not being able to see this on my phone earlier, but they have here, it's like 26 feet of, if I'm reading that
7, 8
correctly,
feet, 7, 8 feet high, so.
for the
Yeah,
equipment.
I saw a
pads.
height of 7 foot.
Yeah, you got 2610, and then
A little bit.
it's pretty substantial.
Mm-hmm.
But I would wonder too why they wouldn't,
I see
probably
the
because
26,
it's not as easy, but tuck it into where more of the other kind of mechanical stuff is for the school.
And the thing is, it's right there, it's right outside the mechanical room.
Is-
I think.
No, it's further up. They're putting it in right where the drive is.
Okay, yeah,
where
so the
drop-off
existing meter is back right in this room.
So
I
they're
don't
trying to-
know if they could move it back in
Oh, yeah,
here,
they say existing.
back by where that ramp is that people drive down.
Yeah,
So that may be a possibility.
I'm 100% with you. I think it'd be nice to have somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they might just say we have to defer to BG&E on that, because I did see that disclaimer in here somewhere, but hopefully we could
Right.
get some
Yeah.
more information.
Well, let's do this. Let's just basically no action will be needed. We'll basically just, no action's taken, and I will let them know that if they need to come back in January.
Thank you.
You know, Steve does have drone footage of North Carroll High School from above.
There you
I'm
go.
wondering if it's worth taking a look and zooming in and getting some screenshots to bring back.
Okay, next is the Carroll County Department of Planning updates.
Good evening. Hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. Just two items that I want to hit on. Number one, the housing study. Planning department is going through to start the housing study. I know I spoke about this a couple months ago. And for the economic development and land use study, I am pleased to say that that is complete. Actually, the study document can now be found online. This is the PDF. It was introduced to the Board of County Commissioners. Well, actually, it was introduced several months ago, but the Board of County Commissioners reviewed the study on the 21st. Didn't have any major concerns, and that is put to rest. So that is one of the components for the next master plan for the county. And that is all I have today, unless any of you have any questions.
No?
I don't.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Next up is other business. Does anybody have any other business?
Young lady in the back.
Yeah.
Nora, do you have any other business? I believe it's someone's birthday today. Not yours, but I believe someone up here is someone's birthday. Should we, for other business, sing happy birthday?
We should not.
Do you know how to sing, do you know how to sing happy birthday?
Do you know how to sing happy birthday?
Can you come up here and do it?
Thank
Can you sing it from back there? Can you sing it from there, Nora?
She's busy.
Now you're being
Yeah.
ignored. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, happy birthday.
Jim.
Any public comment? All right, I guess that's it. Motion to adjourn? Second.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
There we go.